everybody, and welcome to another Digimon video.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of my Just a Dude podcast. The thing that I learned about failure and a lot of this path when it comes to becoming a content creator, or really choosing anything that it is that you want to do or be, because there's always going to be somebody that's going to look at it and say, oh, that's not conventional, that's not going to get you any money, you're not going to make it anywhere trying to do that, there's already too many people, or something along the lines of that. There's always going to be that negativity. But that negativity should never be a reason for you to stop. Just because someone wasn't able to make it that way doesn't mean that you won't.
Look at my test. 5 Dino. Right, we're here. 5 Oh no! We're going down! We're going down! A Tanisoft very cute. The ABC. Conceptualized in 1934 by John F. Vincent Tanisoft, it was actually completed and created in 1942. Not just in the world and support that intelligence. It would also be used to the processes of the operating like that's for you. Oh no. Hey, that. Am I gonna talk like this the whole weekend? I don't know. Hey. Hello everybody and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for a first look at Gorgonian.
Yeah, I love trains rolling on through. Choo-choo. Hello everybody and welcome to the circle. Run around in a circle. Run around in a circle. Run around in a circle. Circle running. Circle running. Myself alive with them. Circle running. That's wrong again. I'm happy to see what else to do in this odd voice world.
Hello everybody and welcome to another Digimon video.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my Just a Dude podcast. The thing that I learned about failure and a lot of this path when it comes to becoming a content creator, or really choosing anything that it is that you want to do or be, because there's always going to be somebody that's going to look at it and say, oh, that's not conventional, that's not going to get you any money, you're not going to make it anywhere trying to do that, there's already too many people, or something along the lines of that. There's always going to be that negativity. But that negativity should never be a reason for you to stop. Just because someone wasn't able to make it that way doesn't mean that you won't.
Look at my test. 5 Dino. Right, we're here. 5 Oh no! We're going down! We're going down! A Tanisoft very cute. The ABC. Conceptualized in 1934 by John F. Vincent Tanisoft, it was actually completed and created in 1942.
Okay. That was worrisome for a second. Oh, Jesus. I didn't even know I had so many war chests. Probably should open a couple of these. Really, I can tell what is on them. Or what is in them. Although, I don't think, I'll have to see. I don't know if they've added anything new to the game yet. Up till when I last played. I'm hoping that they did. Even if they didn't, it wouldn't be too bad. Hey, what's up, Sage? If you want to check out any gameplay, we are live on YouTube currently at Asian Flusha Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag. Currently playing a little bit of Exo Primal. Not the worst, but not the best. Ooh. How many more chests do I got? I got probably, what, like 5 more war chests? These are the things that I just accumulate and I don't open. I probably should. Yeah, no, that's exactly 5 more war chests. Got some skins. We got skin, stamp, money or bitcoins to use. Hey, what's up, Sindraith? How are you, my friend? My day's going pretty good. How's your day going? I hope today has been treating you well. Just felt like playing a little bit of Exo Primal today, you know? Yes, I know. I do appreciate you reminding me, though. Come over for the Dino smashing, and I see Halo gambling. Hey, it's just the war chest that I earned through playing the game. I just wanted to open them all up because seeing them just kind of just seeing them there sitting there kind of bothered me. So I was like, you know what? Why not open them when I can? So far, good. Can't complain. I'm glad to hear that, my friend. I'm glad to hear that. All right. No gauntlet today. We're still. Did we get? When do we unlock you? 20. Okay, so we still working on getting Zephyr to level 20. That's what we're working on right now. Crazy with the side of Psycho. Hey, I know how that feels. That's a fun feeling. And of course, if anybody here on my TikTok wants to join in the fun, we're live on YouTube at Asian Flusha Gamer, same spelling as my TikTok tag. Currently playing a little bit of Exo Primal for Toss Up Tuesdays. Although we might change it up. We might, who knows, right? But yeah, that's a good, better place for you to actually interact because I got a pretty strict comment filter on my TikTok to deal with trash and trolls. Yes! Please do like the stream, because it all helps me very much so. And what's up, Tony? How are you? Welcome to the YouTube stream. Appreciate you being here.
Welcome to the war game.
And I'll just so y'all know on YouTube, because I finished Jedi Survivor, I started a new series using 7 Days to Die. But yeah, I'm actually creating a story using that game. So it should be uploaded. It should be uploaded later today, and that would be great. It'd be great if y'all could check it out because I am still trying to work on getting my YouTube monetized. #1 goal for this year. Sorry, I just need to get rid of some racist ass trash. Of all things to be in this day and age, to be as primitive as to be racist. That's sad. Oh shit, are we going against the Giga T-Rex already?
Have a super day.
Good month for zombie gameplay. I know, right? That's what I was thinking, and I wanted to do something a little bit different. You know, I wanted to try working on a little bit more of that voice acting side for YouTube. I'm also working on Wolong as well. I just need to actually record the voice acting for that to make it actually work and see if I can do it. But I did record all the cinematic footage that I needed to make it to see if I can do it right.
And honestly, I have been gagging.
I think my main problem though is my mic. You know, this fucking snowball. It works for what it is, but there is a distortion that it picks up, and it's annoying. I need to talk to Chef to see if I can get his recommendation for his mic, because it might be a better one for recording. Shoot! God damn it, I forgot. I haven't played this in a while, so there might be some things I forgot. Alright, let's turn that on. 1 second. Gotta get rid of some of these sad racist people. Bye! Sorry you're racist and sad. We just use a microphone on our laptop for our videos. See, the thing is, that works for your style of content, and it does work really well. It's just the fact that for what I'm trying to record when I do some stuff and stuff like that, especially for voice acting, it has this odd distortion that you can hear. Especially if I just do my voice, it sounds very, you can hear this kind of twang in the background. But I do appreciate that, Tony. I know the mic sounds fine, especially when I have a background sound going on. It's just when it's, you know, like monologuing or just me, I can hear it. I can definitely hear it. Come on, come on. So it benefits that I'm partially deaf. It does. Hey, what's up? No, you're just obsessed with race, and that's sad. Maybe you should try to be less primitive and be, you know, not racist. God! I actually really am starting to enjoy using Zephyr because of the way that Zephyr works. A very interesting exosuit, but Honestly, the what is it? The Murosame, which is my favorite frame, is still gonna be my favorite frame. Hey, thank you so much for that rose. I do appreciate it. And of course, if you do want to check out any gameplay, we are live on YouTube at Ace Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag. Currently playing a little bit of Exo Primal. I also did move my mic to a different location because being next to my computer, it did also pick up some of the whining from the computer of the fan. I am looking at the battle and I wish for Fireball. Yes, Fireball would be very useful. There are some exosuits that have something similar to that. There is, where is he? Where is he? Is somebody using him? Krieger's special attack is essentially an airdrop, which is fucking awesome. Oh, shit. Well, that fucking hurt. We just got our asses handed to us. Ow. God damn it. Currently playing Exo Primal. If you want to check out any gameplay, we're live on YouTube at Agent Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag, and the link is in my bio. It's Toss-Up Tuesday, so we just decided to play something random. We might choose something different later on. I don't know. I'm just really feeling this game today. Dang it. Come on, Durbin. I mean, they're two different games, you know? They're not necessarily comparable, in my opinion. You know, they have their own genres where they fit, so there's that to consider. I like Exo Primal for what it is, and I like Armored Core for what it is. Oda, I fucking love you, dude. Thank you so much for those gifts. But I do play at Exo Prime. I do play both. Armored Core is actually something that I'm trying to beat so that I can actually do a cinematic Let's Play on it where I voice the pilot of that game because the pilot doesn't have a voice. Let's see. I did Baldur's Gate 3 where Fireball, Solar Beam, Lightning Bolt, and AoE arrows saved my bacon. Sounds about right. Sounds about right when it comes to Baldur's Gate. Where are you? Where did you go? They are fucking there. Let's see. I can't keep using them because, you know, it's not going to really work too well. And it's sad because that's probably one of Zephyr's biggest weaknesses. Is when they just get out of range. And they're flying. Alright, fine, fine, fine. There it is. That's how you change suits. I forgot. Could you imagine DMing a fight with the sheer numbers of enemies in Baldur's Gate 3 use? Like, damn. The thing is, I've done a major war campaign in a D&D style. It's fun, and it's doable. It's just a matter of you have to get your players into a more RTS-style mindset when they do that. But with that RP aspect still part of it. Is that easy? No, it is definitely not easy. But it can be a lot of fun, you know? Dang it, I thought I got away from there. I was trying to use my dodge, but it didn't work. Damn. Hey, thank you so much for those gifts. I do appreciate it. I apologize if I didn't see that earlier. Woohoo! We got smashed again. God damn. But yeah, DMing like large-scale fights, you kind of treat them like you're playing either Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, it kind of plays like that almost. Because it's all going to be a turn-based battle, obviously. Readings are a joke. Oh, that's lame. Yeah. No, they can be. CR ratings can be kind of stupidly calculated in Baldur's Gate 3. Where the fuck is Durbin this time? God damn it. Oh, fuck you and your sticky keys. Come on, you. Shit, let's get out of range. I know he's gonna do something fucky. Let's see. I love the arcade sounds in this game. I know, right? You know, I think that's one of the things that draws me to Exoprimal, is that it's got that very much so arcade shooter feel to it, you know? But like that third-person arcade shooter, if you've ever played those, I have. You know, like Metal Gear Solid. No, not Metal Gear Solid. Not Metal Gear Solid. Metal Slug, not Metal Gear Solid. Metal Slug. That's the one I was talking about.
Operation of prototype rig Ziz forcibly shut down.
I was talking about 5e actually, but the same thing. Ah, okay. Edible food, because I don't like toxic or inedible food, or spoiled food.
I have acquired the necessary data. Test concluded. Sunsetting temporal instance.
Leviathan, what are you doing? Stay out of this. Why won't you follow my orders?
This test provided me with excellent combat data. The perfect exosuit development project is nearing fruition.
Well, at least we beat him.
Exofighters. The effort of each and every
right? It would be. This would have been an amazing arcade game.
Prepare for dimensional transfer.
And old school Metal Slug, you know, those were one of the arcade games that I absolutely loved playing. You know, I would go to my local Pizza Hut and just go to the arcade with a roll of quarters and be there for a day during my weekends sometimes with my friends, just to see how far we could get in Metal Slug. And one of them, I think it was in Metal Slug 3 or 2, because I don't think it was in number 1. But one of my favorite things to do is, when you go through the game, is eat as much food and get to the point where you're the fat version of yourself. Because your weapons do so much more damage. Currently playing a little bit of Exoprimal. Today's Toss-Up Tuesday, so I just play whatever the hell I want. And, yeah. I mean, technically I play whatever the hell I want anyways, because it's my channel. But yeah, today's Toss-Up Tuesday. Decided to play a little bit of Exoprimal. If you want to check out any gameplay, we're live on YouTube at Asian Fasha Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag. And of course, link is in my bio. Never played any Metal Slug? Ah, Oda. It might not have been your kind of game, but I can tell you right now, it was definitely my thing, and I loved it. Metal Slug was one of those, like, you know, quintessential third-person shooters that was co-op and just a lot of fun. Nope. Warzone is on my never playlist. Never had money for arcades, unfortunately. See, my parents never gave me money to go to arcades, but I would always go do things, you know, like go help someone mow their lawn, clean their car or something like that, just to get a $5 bill or something and go get a roll of quarters. Hey, thank you so much for those gifts. I really do appreciate it. The GoFundMe is for helping us find a permanent home, as currently we are displaced. We have temporary sanctuary thanks to a friend of mine, but as it stands, we are waiting to see if an apartment approves us. At the moment, we are in a processing period because our landlord was being skeezy and just pushed this out as quickly as they could. And I'm just thankful that I have friends that give a shit. Yeah. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. I love you. Even though he can't hear me when I'm yelling at him.
What?
I said I love you.
Oh, love you too, buddy.
Hey, what's up, Mouse? But yeah, it's not something that, you know, like, it's there if anybody wants to help us, and we truly appreciate any and all of that help, because we would like to be in a house and not be rolling around and trying to do that. But if we have a home, honestly, then we can actually get to a point where I can do more expanded content, and it would be just a great boon. Huh? Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. And, Mouse, you have nothing to apologize for, alright? You're a person, you have work, and I appreciate the fact that you give a shit to show up. And I'm working on the next episode of Crosscode, just so you know. And Bootleg, what the heck? Why does your hair smell like that? I'm sorry. Landlords are being universally sleazy around the country right now. I know, it's kind of fucking annoying. Well, as it stands, we are, like I said, we are currently in temporary sanctuary with a friend of mine, so we don't have a place to live. We're homeless, technically.
Keep them at bay with area attacks,
but
and be careful not
the rent was $900 and something, but they were trying to push us out because they wanted to increase the rent to $1,300, but contract somebody else. Forbidden cotton candy. Dealing with that. Alright, I gotta leave this game. Alright, everybody, I do apologize. I gotta take a quick break because I gotta take my dogs out. They gotta go take a shit. And I will be right back, alright? But y'all got be right back screen to keep you company.
Available for mental counseling.
Hello everybody, I'm Asian Fascia Gamer, and they are Random Skull and Mr. Announcer. And we're here to talk to you about ways that you can support me as a content creator as we wait for, well, me to do whatever it is that we're doing while we're on this Be Right Back screen. Now, there are a multitude of different ways that you can support me that are found on my link tree, such as Patreon, as well as direct donations, and of course there is my merch store. Now, of course, these are nothing that you have to do, but it does help me greatly to continue on doing this and entertaining y'all. And of course, on my Patreon, you do get access to Patreon exclusive content, as well as live streams that happen once a month, and of course, podcasts that may appear only on Patreon. And of course, you support me greatly through this, and those that are higher tier do also get a chance to be able to request different forms of long form content on YouTube, as well as series. And of course, all of my Patreon subscribers get a chance to be able to play with me while I'm live on stream. And of course, we do thank you for your consideration and for your help to be able to continue on this path as a content creator. Say thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all have a good one now. Hey there, everybody. Mr. Announcer here. As you notice, I'm a top hat. I'm here to talk to you about direct donations. See, Asian Fascia Gamer here has ways that you can donate to him directly, which he receives 100% of your support through Cash App and through PayPal, through these links here. And these are ways that you can help a content creator out. And of course, you may also request content in this way. Short form content for TikTok, or even for YouTube. And of course, we highly appreciate your consideration and your support. Now then, here are the links. Once again, have a wonderful day.
Hey everybody, Random Skull here. Listen, do you like merch? You like stuff? I know I do. Well, guess what? Asian Fascia Gamer has got a merch store. We've got shirts, we've got mugs, we've got stickers, we've got shirts. I think I've already said that. But we've got stuff. Come check it out. It's cool.
Hey everybody! Did you know that Asian Fascia Gamer has a Patreon? Yes, we do. And if you want to help aid in making more content, check it out.
No, you're doing it wrong. That's not how you do this. You suck. Shut up. Hey everybody, guess what? We have a Patreon. Yeah, and if you subscribe, you can make Asian Fascia Gamer do things for you. You like that? Huh? Check it out. Subscribe. Here's the link.
Hello everybody, I'm Asian Fascia Gamer, and they are
Random Skull
and Mr. Announcer. And we're here to talk to you about ways that you can support me as a content creator as we wait for, well, me to do whatever it is that we're doing while we're on this Be Right Back screen. Now, there are a multitude of different ways that you can support me that are found on my link tree, such as
Patreon,
as well as
Direct donations.
and of course there is my merch store. Now, of course, these are nothing that you have to do, but it does help me greatly to continue on doing this and entertaining y'all. And of course, on my Patreon, you do get access to Patreon exclusive content, as well as live streams that happen once a month, and of course, podcasts that may appear only on Patreon. And of course, you support me greatly through this, and those that are higher tier do also get a chance to be able to request different forms of long form content on YouTube, as well as series. And of course, all of my Patreon subscribers get a chance to be able to play with me while I'm live on stream. And of course, we do thank you for your consideration and for your help to be able to continue on this path as a content creator. Say thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all have a good one now.
Hey there, everybody. Mr. Announcer here.
Sorry. We've returned. Let's see. What did I miss? Smoke from the fire. Rent around me is already $1,500 for a 2-bedroom apartment. FHA loans. Hey, what's up, DigiDestin? How are you, my friend? See, yeah, I want to do an FHA loan, but that's not exactly that easy to do, as I can tell. But yeah, no, I want to get into a home. You know, I'm sick and tired of not being in a home. I lost my home in my divorce, so that was, you know, I regret not fighting for that house, but I was trying to save something that was never going to be saved at that time. But yeah, no, it's, the thing is, our rent originally was, like I said, our rent was originally $950, and they were renting it up to, they were going to jack it up to $1,300. And then now we're just trying to find a place that is within our price range of $1,000, you know, a month for rent, and it's just eek. A bootleg. That's not exactly something I'll be willing to talk about on stream. I'll DM you about that, alright? I'm okay. I'm just starting to rewrite my data pack for the 4th time. Ah, right on, my friend. Right on, DigiDestin. I hope that rewrite goes well for you. Because I believe you already finished it, didn't you? So you're just reworking it again? Are you adding something to it or what? And of course, anybody here on TikTok, if you do want to join in on the fun, we're live on YouTube at Asian Fudget Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag, and we're currently playing a little bit of Exoprimal. They introduced the macro function, so now I can have like way less code. Ah, okay, so you're optimizing your data pack. FHA should be easier. Yeah, that would be nice, but let's put it this way. My ex destroyed that. My ex completely destroyed not only my my livelihood, my home, but also my credit. Yeah, no, a forever home is something that I want. Honestly, the truth of the matter is, if say crypto ever went big, right, and the cryptocurrency that I'm currently invested in goes huge, or I win the lottery, my biggest thing is I want to use that money to buy land, buy homes, and then undercut the current renting market by a third, if not more, and make it a standard so that people start wanting that and making that a thing and fucking over real estate markets around to make it so that, you know, having a home isn't some luxury or a privilege. It's a standard of living. That's one of my biggest dreams to try and do if I were to ever make it have a shit ton of money. Okay. It sounds terrible due to context, but a fire pit is amazing just in general. I understand why you say it sounds terrible because of just what you went through, but I get it. OJ, that is not something that I like to reveal on stream due to the trolls that are around, and I just don't like talking about personal information like that specifically.
Those on the other side are the
I hope you'll understand.
The first team to complete all of the assigned objectives wins. The winning team will be eligible for bonus existence. Data indicates that human beings improve their performance through competition. Compete to win, and compete to live. Compete to achieve.
Alright, let's see. So we've got... Why do we have 2 supports? I don't know if that's a good idea. You haven't made s'mores over a fire pit in a minute? Damn. Oh shit, did we lose a player? Oh. Yeah, no, DK's apartment was, former home was in a fire, sadly.
I will transfer you to the combat zone. Enjoy the war game.
Nom nom? Are we talking about Omnimon?
The war game will begin shortly. Have a suit.
OJ, the fact that you're here and hanging out is something I truly appreciate, you know. You don't have to donate. I just thank the fact that you're here, and I hope that I am entertaining in some way, shape, or form.
Exofighters, follow the Watcher.
Let's go.
Initiating dinosaur coalition. Preparing combat.
Omega Nom Nom. Omega Nom Nom, right?
Summon raptors. Summoning raptors.
Got you. The power of the summoned raptors, Magnamon.
Dinosaur call.
Omnimon attacks the evil landlordmon, right? If only, if only.
Proceed to next mission.
Like if landlords weren't so skeezy, I think people would not hate them as much, you know? I think it's a simple logic that may escape them.
Summoning Pteranodons. Summoning Raptors.
I don't know, that might just be me, I'm just saying. Because there's a way to be a landlord and have a win-win situation where you're not taking advantage of your renter.
Dinosaur call. You are completing a
There is.
faster.
That exists.
Follow the Watcher.
My parents are landlords for our Airbnb.
Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait.
I mean,
Summon Raptor.
see, that's awesome. That's a great way to make money. Airbnb, pretty much a hotel home. As long as it's not, you know, like, I like the ideas. But there are places where Airbnbs can get a little bit too, you know, they have been a problem. And there's a reason why those laws did exist, those came about. I'm not saying that every Airbnb is a problem, I'm just saying that is a thing. But that does get a little bit into a political thing, and I don't really like discussing political shit like that.
Dinosaur call.
Also, repeat asking via me on the clock app.
Completing objectives slower than an enemy team.
Well, you better check your comments, because you still have a lot of comments to answer.
Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summon.
Right, it's the corporations that turned into landlords, you know? Corporate-owned rental properties are where the biggest problem lies, because that's where a lot of it goes into, you know, them overinflating the price and taking advantage of people. Hey, what's up, Nikhil? I get it, OJ. It's all good. You know, it's something that you will learn in life, and it's gonna suck. But if you have, you know, mindset to actually learn, and as well as a compassion in your heart, I believe that the world will treat you well.
Dinosaur call.
Airbnbs have basically been banned in New York. Right.
Team. Follow the Watcher.
Corporations have ruined Airbnbs. They have.
Initiating
Like, honestly, when it comes down to it, the moment that corporations stick their finger into something and just turn it into money is when it becomes ruined. You know, it originally started off as something that was win-win, and then got turned into something that was, I take advantage of your ass.
Summoning Pteranodons. Summoning Raptors.
No, sadly, Nikhil, we have not found a place yet. We're still looking. We have 2 applications that are processing, and then hopefully we'll have a few more soon. We're kind of waiting on getting paid because those application fees are fucking killer.
Objectives slower than an enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission.
Right? Like, that's the biggest problem, Digidestin.
Combat area. Please wait. Summon a con-
Right? Live, love, and, you know, enjoy your life. Dance like no one's watching. Be yourself. Love like it's your first. Life is meant to be lived, and not to be, spared. Hopefully soon, my friend. Hopefully soon. I'm doing my best to try and find a home as soon as I can. We just gotta keep, you know, I just gotta keep pushing forward and trying. I made a few phone calls earlier today, and
Dinosaur call.
hopefully those phone calls lead to something good.
Enemy team.
Me not using 90s terms.
Mission. Act quickly to close the performance gap. Warning. You will now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat. The final mission will be data key security. Proximity to the
I mean, as it stands right now, me and my wife have
escorted to the
temporary sanctuary. We are just trying to get approved for a rental. That's the main thing. I mean, we really want to get a home, but that's later on down the line. I mean, thankfully, when it comes down to it, as long as we have enough saved up to pay for the initial payment and the security deposit for the apartment, we will be okay. And yeah, so with help with viewers like you, with y'all who are here supporting me, watching my YouTube and helping me get monetized on YouTube, as well as just being here, it helps. That's the support that means the world to me as a content creator, and I do truly appreciate it.
Commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies. Escort progress 20%. I have awarded the enemy team a Dominator. They may compare with a hostile dinosaur.
Yeah, OJ, honestly, when it comes down to it, my friend, streaming is a lot of work. It's difficult. Just like any type of dream that anyone has. If you have a goal, you have something you want to do, something worthwhile, it's not going to be an easy road. There's going to be a lot of difficulties, and you're going to have to be ready for that. You know, it's something that you have a lot to think about when it comes to being a content creator. And you have to put your all into. You have to put 100% into being a content creator if you want to succeed. Otherwise, if you half-ass, you know, it's like Ron Swanson says. Don't half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing. But anything in life worth doing is going to be a difficult road, paved with disappointments, with failures and pitfalls. But as long as you're stubborn enough to wanting to keep moving forward, you will reach whatever goal that you have. Now, Bootleg, I'm going to ask you to not say that because that's not true. That might have happened for you, but the truth of the matter is I still love playing games and I still love what I do. I'm doing this because I love what I do, and I love doing this as a content creator. But, OJ, don't remember. Don't go into this thinking that it's going to be a I'm going to make money quick scheme. It's not. This is going to be a long and a hard road, giggity, that's going to take you down many points of confidence breaking and shattering and questioning when it comes to being a content creator. There will be many moments where your confidence will be shattered because of it. It's not easy. It's never going to be easy. But if you want anything in life, never think about the easy part of it. Think about how much you want it. But you also have to consider, what is it that you really want to do in life, OJ? You know, you're 13. You're young. There's a lot to consider right now. More than just streaming. I recommend you explore what life has to offer for you to see what you may want to do before you decide on one path. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying don't consign yourself to one thing so that you are closed to the doors that may be around you. Because the landscape is food, my friend. And yes, definitely. If content creation is a goal and it's something that you find yourself having a true, and I mean a true passion for, then do everything you can to get the advantages that you can. Such as going to school for video editing, as well as game design and things like that, because those are all things that can help you in the long run.
Performance excellence is an exofighter's duty and reward. Keep it up.
Okay, OJ. Number one thing, when it comes to finding your passion, finding what you want to do in this life, it's not about whether or not you can or can't do it. Because that's never a question. You can do it. It's about whether or not you're willing to go through everything it takes to be able to do it. Because there's going to be points where you're going to have to question that. As long as you're willing to go through what it takes to get it and do it, then you can. It's never a question of whether or not you can or cannot. It's a question of whether or not you're stubborn enough to go through everything it takes to be able to do it. That's what really matters. And thank you so much for those gifts. I do appreciate it. So it doesn't matter what your passion is. It doesn't matter what your dream is. It doesn't matter what you want to do in life. If you want to make a living crocheting, if you want to make a living in pottery, it doesn't matter. You can do it as long as you're willing to go through it. Exactly. Like I've always said, and I've said this time and time again, victory is a road paved with failure and disappointment. But as long as you're willing to continue on, you will build a path towards your goal. Don't ever let anybody tell you what you can't do. They don't know jack shit about you if they're going to tell you what you can't do. Exactly. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I just realized I don't keep drink. Right? And, you know, there's going to be people out, there's people out there that we look up to. There's people that we consider a success, and we think about how they got there. And you want to know the number one truth is, people reach their success by flying by the seat of their pants, not knowing where the fuck they're going to go, not knowing what's going to happen. And they never knew what was going to happen, but they never let that stop them.
The last match ended poorly.
Hey, what's up, Matthew?
I confirmed indications of future success. For the sake of
no one who's made it anywhere made it there by knowing exactly what the fuck was gonna happen. Because Murphy's Law is always at play. And tomorrow's a brand new day. You never know what it's gonna bring. Right? And I agree with Bootleg here wholeheartedly. You're young. You're 13 years old. I highly recommend you do your best to just explore everything that this world has to offer you. Find that passion. Find that moment that you realize, this is what I want to do for a living. This is all I want to do. And when you find that, hold on to it. Run with it. Risk it to get that biscuit and keep going. My computer, telling my computer. So computer sciences can be a lot of things. Computer sciences can go down into the basis of coding, learning computing, learning how to manipulate that computing, which also leads into mathematics and the like. It is a very important thing to learn, especially with how technological our future seems to be. I would recommend definitely learning a little bit, if not a lot, about computer sciences. Exactly. Same with big content. You see, here's... One second. Let me go to somewhere where there's not as much noise. But one thing that I think a lot of... One thing that a lot of people, I don't think, see or have seen because they didn't follow them early on in their journey. And this isn't a brag. This is a research point. And this is something that you should learn from. But... You know, I'm going to leave because I do want to say it because this is right. But this is something that you should learn from. The biggest content creators out there that you know of, not including the ones that got lucky, like Ninja or something like that. Even Ninja actually was doing it for a long time. But either way, content creators that people look up to, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Tim the Tatman, these people that a lot of people know of, Makari, and all of them. These people got there by working, and they didn't get there instantly. Jacksepticeye, before he got his first big break with Happy Wheels, was content creating and streaming and making stuff for YouTube for almost 5 years before Happy Wheels got viral and started taking him through the roof. Same thing with Markiplier. Markiplier was in the game for almost 8 years before he got his big viral video and started making it and started being noticed. It takes luck, it takes time, it takes dedication. You can't be willing to give up when there's a hardship. You can't be willing to give up the moment that life throws something your way that tosses you for a loop. Alright? You gotta just be pushing. You gotta be willing to be stubborn enough to tell the world, fuck you, I'm still doing this. You're advanced in math? Fuck yeah! Like I say, if you know more, if you're more ingrained when it comes to math and things like that, that's a great boon for you. Highly recommend that you learn as much as you can. Take advantage of the school system as best as you can for what it is, but don't get sucked into the monotony of what school is, where it tries to turn you into nothing more than a cog. Use it as an opportunity to learn, to elevate, and to see what there is. Because that's what's most important. Life isn't about what you have, about where you are, or even how people see you. Life is about experiencing all that it has to offer. The good, the bad, and everything in between. And if you're just focused on finding the good, my friend, you are going to be living a very disappointed life. You got to be willing to experience what it has and what it is, because it's a gift that's given to you. I like studying science, but English is not my strongest subject. I mean, that's fine. The thing is, English isn't the universal language. No matter how much America wants it to be, it's not. If English isn't your primary language, you can learn in your primary language. It's fine. There's ways to translate. And there's scientists in all aspects of the world from all places of the world who speak all forms of language. Science is not English.
Welcome to
So never let the fact that you can't speak a certain language be a stopping point, because it will never stop you.
For the sake of my research, redouble your efforts.
Thank you so much for that resubscribed, Strap Jesus. You're fucking amazing. I appreciate you so very, very much. And what's up, Evil Nickel? Just so y'all know, we are live on YouTube if you want to check out any gameplay and join in on the conversation as well. Link is in my bio. Same spelling as my TikTok tag, Asian Fudger Gamer. Playing a little bit of Exo Primal right now for Toss Up Tuesdays.
I will transfer you to the combat zone. Enjoy the war game.
Alright. And honestly, like, knowing your areas of opportunity is also a good thing, because you know yourself. And if you want to expand and learn more about English, you have that opportunity. Because you know that, without the egotism of the whole I'm better than knowing that or not knowing that you can actually try to educate yourself.
Summon raptors.
I mean, ultimately, OJ, remember, it's your life. Your parents may want what's best for you, but parents can be skewed. They can be biased in what they want for you. You should do and try to explore and find whatever it is that you want to find. Don't discount the opportunity that your parents are giving you, but don't let that anchor. Don't let that be a. Don't let that be an anchor tying you to one path. All right.
Follow the Watcher.
But I do agree with your parents. Learning computer science, especially for the sake of the future in itself, is a good idea to learn. Because we're becoming more and more ingrained with technology. It would be folly not to learn more about technology and its evolution, and where it goes, and its processes. If you can, do it.
Summoning pteranodons. Summoning raptors.
And, like I said, explore all aspects. There's nothing wrong with learning business as well. You know? If you have the opportunity, take advantage of it. Learn as much as you can.
Objectives slowly.
Expand.
Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next.
It's only by expanding and experiencing that we will be able to truly fulfill a life and live. Instead of living in some bubble of comfort. This is something I definitely learned by being a content creator, is that I have to expand. I have to diversify. I can't just rely on one singular type of content to be my thing. Because no successful content creator does just one thing. No successful person in the world does just one thing. Just remember, don't half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing. Put your all into it.
Please wait. Summoning a Triceratops.
Alright, OJ. And, remember to cherish your parents that actually love you and care about you, alright? You have a good day, OJ. Don't get used to it, because this hair is not permanent. I'm only growing it out so that I can donate it. Once it's at the proper length, with it actually almost is. Probably in a month, I'm going to actually be donating my hair to wigs for kids, and yeah, I'll be growing it out again. And then I'll be donating it again. Because it's a crop that I grow on my head. And I figure, why not donate it while I can? Because it grows for free. And if I can give somebody a gift of confidence, fuck yeah, why not? Ow. I screwed up. I was not in the game. And Corey, honestly, if anybody here and on my TikTok and YouTube, both of y'all, if anybody wants to donate hair, I highly recommend that y'all do it. But make sure you do your research. Do not donate to an organization known as Locks for Love, because they're a bunch of bullshit and they do it for profit. You want to donate to a company that actually does it as a complete non-profit, like Wigs for Kids or other organizations that do hair donations. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the YouTube stream. Hope you're having a good day. Shit! Is that the bot? No, it's not the bot.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives slowly.
Yeah, I know. We're doing slower than the other team.
Warning. You will now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat.
I wonder how... I gotta check how close I am. I have had to gain a few levels.
Complete all of the assigned objectives. Please do your part.
But I want to make sure.
Generate robust combat data.
I am doing pretty fucking awesome, my friend. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're just, you know, as you can see, playing a little bit of Exo Primal here for Toss Up Tuesdays. And just being ourselves, being a content creator. Doing what we love and loving what we do. Come on, you. God. The Pteranodons are the biggest problem when it comes to being Zephyr or any of the melee units. Oh. I just got owned. Yeah, it's one of the biggest problems when it comes to any of the melee units, because obviously, unless you have the laser, you can't hit any of them. But even with the laser, you only get one hit. So that actually GoFundMe is for me. That's when I actually got kicked out of my home and have been are homeless at the moment. I had temporary sanctuary thanks to a friend, which allows me to continue to do what I do for a living, which is something I'm unbelievably thankful for. But if you want to support my friend who actually did have a house fire, I recommend you check out his page at BootlegDK. He has a link tree. I actually tagged him in that video so that you can go to his TikTok page, which you can go to his link tree. And on his link tree, he has direct donation links in which you can donate to him to help him in this time of need for his for everything that he's gone through, you know. Because our landlord is a sleazy piece of crap, wanted to contract to somebody else so that they can make them pay more, have them pay $1,300 rather than $1,980 that we were paying currently, and just wanted us out of there. And they were just a corporate piece of shit. And they tried to get us out of there as quickly as they could. So now we're just trying to find an apartment right now so that we can have a roof over our head and, you know, not be an inconvenience to our friends. And then from there work on getting a house, a permanent home, because I'm sick and tired of this whole rental bullshit game. No, I'm with a friend, a really good friend, an amazing friend.
Dimensional crossing.
At the moment.
You may invade combat area. Disrupt. Dinosaur call complete. Follow the watchway. Proceed to next mission.
But yeah, we're just here until we, you know, get approved for an apartment and can, you know, get out of their hair and actually be able to hopefully work on saving up for a home. Like I said, I'm sick and tired of this whole rental bullshit. Oh yeah, absolutely amazing friend, the most amazing person, and they are also a content creator, which I highly recommend you check them out if you like car content and the like. They know a lot about their cars, and they're amazing when it comes to drifting. They are a really big fan of FD. They do a set of Corsa drifting videos and the like. I would highly recommend checking them out at Tentacle Motorsports on YouTube. I have them tagged in a multitude of, actually I tag them in every one of my videos that I post on YouTube, so please do check them out as well. They are, like I said, they're known as Tentacle Motorsports, and they do a set of Corsa content and the like, and like they're amazing. They're fucking amazing when it comes to drifting. Like, let me tell you. And in the future, very soon, we will be doing content together while I'm here, where he's gonna try to teach me how to drift. Probably more than likely fail, because I suck at that kind of shit. But he's gonna try, and If he can do it, he's a goddamn miracle worker.
Do not lose track of time. Dinosaur call. Combat test complete. You are victorious.
Yes!
Effective battle noted. Well done.
What's my dream as a content creator? To have a forever home and to be able to sustain as a content creator. I don't need to be rich, I don't need to be famous, I just want to be able to be a content creator and to build other people up, to tell them that they can do this, that they can live a life and be unconventional, that they don't have to live life by what society has caged them into, and they can follow their dreams and do whatever they want to do. Mainly, I want to be able to tell that message to my daughter, so that she has no excuse. Because if her goofy ass dad can make it as a content creator, then she has no excuse to be able to follow her dreams and do whatever she wants to do in life. Because she can definitely do it. Same thing to y'all. If my dumbass can do it, y'all can fucking do absolutely anything. Don't doubt that. I'm hoping for a wide open field for that lesson. Because when it comes down to it, we live in a time where you don't have to have your 9 to 5. You don't. You don't need to be that person unless you want to be. But you don't have to be. You can be whatever it is that you want to be in this world. We have so many ways to live life, as long as we're willing to be creative enough and stubborn enough to find it. Daughter live with y'all? No, my daughter lives with her mother, and I'm actually very thankful for that because she's not going through this situation with us right now. But she does live with her mother. We did go through a scare though recently. She broke her arm doing flips with her friend on a trampoline and straight up snapped her arm. I got the pictures for that. Scared the shit out of me. But she's fine. She got it all what's the word? She got it all casted up. All of her friends signed it. She's happy as hell about it. But she's also annoyed about it because it's itchy. It's starting to itch her. I remember her hearing that. You know, she's trying her mother is being driven nuts by that, you know, because she doesn't want her to itch, but she really wants to fucking itch. And I know that feeling because I've had a cast before. It sucks. Ev, thank you so much for that gift. I really do appreciate it. Oh yeah, no, she's doing fine, you know. Thankfully, it was a clean break, and they were able to set it properly. She does have to go to a surgeon because they have to go in and properly set one part. Because apparently, from the last X-ray they took, it didn't set properly with this cast. So they got to go in, they got to essentially break it and reset it, and then recast it again.
Welcome to my research.
At least you'll get a chance to scratch your arm for a second.
Satisfactory results in the downtown area. Please offer me more high-quality content.
But thankfully, you know, they have the insurance that they can take care of that, and she is being taken care of, which I am unbelievably grateful for. And of course, the fact of the matter is, even though we're not together, she is an amazing parent, and we are able to co-parent together. I am beyond thankful for that. Because that's one thing I see happen a lot when it comes to divorcees and, you know, and the like. It becomes a bitter battle when it doesn't need to be that. Ultimately, what matters, even if you're divorced, is your child. And that should be the only focus. It shouldn't be you taking quips at each other. It should be you focusing on the fact that you should work together to raise your child.
Interdimensional transfer complete. The war game will begin shortly.
So, my daughter's mother is not my wife. That's actually my ex-wife. But when it comes to my current love, we will be living together. And once we have an apartment, if we can hopefully start getting a better schedule together, we may even get visitation. But my daughter does live in the East Coast while we live in the West Coast. So there is a little bit of a difficulty there with the transportation. But I do get to see her as much, you know, anytime I want through camera and things like that, and that's awesome.
Summoning raptors. The Triceratops is on the move. Pursue it. Summoning
And what do you need help with?
Summoning evoker neosaurs. Summoning gas neosaurs.
Like, honestly, having my daughter live with me, even part-time, would be a dream come true, but I need the space to be able to do that. Because I do love my daughter. I do. She is the reason why I continue to pursue my dreams, and continue to pursue doing what I love to do as a content creator, because I want her to be able to believe in herself, that she can do anything, that she doesn't have to live life being depressed, living a 9-to-5 BS. I'm not saying that everybody's like that. Some people love their jobs, and that's fucking awesome, and I want to see that for more people. But some people, they're not meant for that, you know? And I want my daughter to be able to know that she has the option to live her life as she wants to do, not to fulfill the expectations of others. Because we're not here to fulfill expectations. We're here to live.
You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team.
Just because, and mainly, the truth of the matter is, me and my ex, we didn't fit. We weren't good for each other. We thought we did, and for a time we were, but as time progressed and we grew as people, we grew apart, and we grew into different people. And it became to a point where we realized that we weren't meant to be with each other for the rest of our lives. And we had to make the decision for our own happinesses to separate. Because if we were to stay together, it would be nothing more than a bitter marriage of anger and hatred. Because we weren't meant to be together. And that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, no. I'm talking about my previous relationship. I love my wife. I love the love of my life, who I am going to spend the rest of my life with. I could not see myself with being with anyone other. It's just me and my ex. We weren't meant to be together.
Objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. The enemy team is disrupting your progress with a stage 1 dinosaur.
Oh crap.
Initiating Vortexer sabotage mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait.
I appreciate you saying that, my friend. I personally wouldn't say that for myself. I've just lived life, and I've had experiences that I hope that I can help others learn from, so that they don't have to deal with that same. And I hate that's a regular thing, because it doesn't need to be that way. It doesn't need to be bitter and angry. Because if you have a kid together, they don't need to see you fighting. They don't need to see you being angry at each other and being petty. Because at the end of the day, your kid is two parts of a whole. They've taken portions of yourself, and if all they see is you fighting against each other, all they will see is two parts of themselves fighting against each other. And that really affects them. More so than people might give them credit, might even think about. And I would never talk bad about my daughter's mother, because she's an amazing mother. And she takes care of her, and what more could I ask for? What more does it matter to me than she takes care of our daughter? And thoughts on FPS games? They're fun, they're their own genre. If you enjoy them, fucking awesome. Certain FPS games I like, certain FPS games I don't. I'm not a big fan of the competitive scene. The only competitive games that I still play are Century Age of Ashes and Exoprimal. Other than that, I'm not a big fan of competitive gaming. In all honesty, maybe not. When it comes down to children, that is a decision that is made together, not just myself. You know? That is a conversation that me and the love of my life would have to have. As it stands right now, no. We don't want to have kids. We don't want to have kids. I don't want to have another child at the moment. We're not in that place where we're considering that. And we might not ever get to that place, but we'll consider that. And that's fine. I'm just enjoying the fact that I have someone that I can share my life with. Someone that I can actually love and be myself with. And someone who loves me. That's what matters to me more than anything. Whatever life may bring, whatever path we may take, that's for the future to decide. And welcome back, Mouse. I appreciate you being here. Okay.
Objective slower than the enemy team.
Shit. Thank you, Benjamin. I appreciate that.
Now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat. The first team to complete all of the assigned objectives wins. Do your part and generate robust combat.
Is this the last part of the mission? But I will be, Adam, if you are still there, I will say I'm a bigger fan of third-person games where you can actually see your character. I don't know, I just like that aspect. There are certain games, though, I do like first-person, you know? Like 7 Days to Die. And there are certain games where the first-person aspect of the game lends itself to being able to be made for content. I get that, I do. I still have fun with it, though. It's just, I just enjoy the game. You know? What's your viewpoint on stepkids? They're your kids. If you're their guardian, even if they're there for you for part-time, as long as you're willing to respect how they want to acknowledge you in that parental role, which is very important for a step-parent to do, you treat them like they're your kid. You treat them like they're no different than if they're your own flesh and blood, because no matter what, you're their parental figure. All they need is support. They don't need that differentiating between stepfather and not stepfather, unless of course that's something that they want.
Asset has been restored. Area defense progress 75%.
Because no matter what, no matter even what they say, you, as a stepfather or a step-parent, are in that role as a guardian. No matter what they consciously say, subconsciously they will always view you in a role of guardianship and as a teacher. So in that, you got to step into that unbiased without those labels. And with that being the case, you're all they've got. You are all they've got. As a father figure, you are all they've got. And in that instance, the more accepting you can be, the more compassionate you can be in that case. And just accepting them for who they are while still being their parent, that's all that's really going to matter to them in the long run. No, you are their dad. As long as you are in their life, in that role as a parental figure, you are their dad. But you just can't you just gotta allow them to create the label for you, and go into that as a parent, not worrying about the label, and ultimately just step in there saying, listen, I'm here as your parent, I'm here as your guardian, I'm here to help you and support you, and that's all I care about. And if they see that, that's all that's going to matter to them. That's all that's going to matter.
75%.
Thank you so much for those gifts. I really do appreciate it. Of course. And honestly, you know what the funny thing is? This is actually something that I learned from going through and being a foster parent. I went through a program known as trauma-informed parenting. And this really helped me learn a lot about stepping into that role. No matter what the label that the child places upon us, stepping into the role. That is necessary. And it helped a lot because ultimately, when it comes down to it, as a parent, it's not about us. It's not. It's about them. And it's about being able to be there for them. No matter what the circumstances is.
Proceed to next mission.
You served 2 years already? My stepsons would be adults with their biodata be out. And, you know, also, as a stepfather, my #1 recommendation is never talk bad about their dad. Alright? Even when they start talking bad about their dad, don't let them feel ashamed about it. Let them let their feelings out. Let them talk about it. But let it end with a positive comment. Say something nice about their dad, you know? Like, it's amazing that your dad gave you the chance to be here today. Something like that. So that at the very least, they can view that part of themselves in positivity. Because no matter what, that father, that biological father is still part of them. And they need to be able to see that in some positive way. And you, as that parental figure, can help nurture that so that they can love themselves.
Area defense projects 75%.
Never underestimate that.
Summon stealth neurosource. Summoning a triceratops. Area defense. Combat test complete.
Alright.
You are victorious. Thank
Victory.
you for producing high-quality data. Remember, exosuits can always
Damn.
be refined.
And that's unfortunate.
Always.
That is unfortunate. But they don't have to. They don't. Because the great thing is, nostalgic nerd out. Love you, my friend. The great thing is, no matter what the past is for that parent, the child is the future. And they don't have to make the same mistakes. They can be all of the best parts of what their father was. Because there is good. There is always good. And it's a lesson they can always learn from. But they don't have to be their father. We don't ever have to be the people that raise us. We don't ever have to be the people that birthed us. We just have to be whoever it is that we want to be. And that is something that, as a parent, you can help them learn. I always tell them thank their dad for life. And that's a good thing to do. That's an amazing thing to do. Because it helps them associate something positive with their father, which allows them to associate something positive with themselves about that part, so that they can love themselves and they can accept that. And that's very important. Developing and growing up, that is one of the most important things that we can learn, because self-love and self-love and self-confidence, these are things that we can only gift to ourselves. But there are people that can help influence that so that we can learn and be able to accept that more readily. And as a parent, it's in a very, very important role that you step into. And my friend, I can tell from what you're saying, you are doing a fucking amazing job. Alright? Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep loving those kids as best as you can. And remember that it's about them. about them. Don't forget that life is about you, but parenting is about them. Very nostalgic nerd out, you and your Pokemon references. I love you, dude. Also, just so y'all know who are here on my TikTok and on my YouTube, please do check out my buddy Nostalgic Nerd out here, who does a nostalgic podcast that's hilarious. Now, keep in mind, it's not exactly... It's a 90s-based comedy podcast, so keep that in mind. But if you're into that, you're gonna love it. You're gonna fucking love it. Highly recommend you check them out on YouTube. Nostalgic Nerd Out. They're right here in chat for y'all here on YouTube. Hell yeah, Benjamin. You got this. You do. As long as you have compassion and love in your heart when it comes to dealing with these kids, you got this. And never forget, you're human. People make mistakes, and it happens. Just like they'll make mistakes. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's only something wrong when you never learn from them.
Research facility. Exofighter
Exactly. Be a good father, not a stepfather. It's not about these labels. It's about stepping into the role of being a parent.
So make sure to maintain a safe distance at all times.
Because I love you, Nostalgic Nerd Out. I'm always going to shout you out because I want to see you succeed. As a content creator, I want to see y'all succeed. And thank you so much for that gift here on TikTok. I really do appreciate it. And if you do want to check out any gameplay, we are live on YouTube at Asian Flashy Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag. Link is in my bio. Currently playing a little Exo Primal.
Let us begin. I will transfer you to the combat zone. Prepare for battle.
Let us begin this sandwich of battle. May your path to victory be filled with greatness.
Have a super day. You will now engage in a dinosaur combat test. Exofighters, follow the Watcher. This dam and its facilities were built by Ivius. Transmission interrupted. Initiating.
Listen here, you sassy son of a bitch.
Summoning Raptor.
I fucking love you, dude.
Summoning Raptors. Summoning Evoker Neosaurs.
Let's see.
Summoning Raptors.
Listen.
Summoning Pachycephalosauruses.
That shit happened. It happened. You lost your temper, and it happened. But you learn from it, right? You recognize it. That's what's most important. Moving forward, don't let your regrets be an anchor. Let them be a lesson so that you may be better.
Proceed to next mission.
Because it's like Hemingway said.
Initiating dinosaur cull mission.
Being, it's like Hemingway said. True nobility is not found in being better than your other. It's about being better than your former self. Now I paraphrase that, but you understand what I'm saying.
Far from the combat zone. Return now or receive a forced transfer. You are too far from the combat zone. Return now or receive a forced transfer.
Nostalgic Nerd, I fucking love you, dude. Jeff, you're amazing.
Summoning Sniper Neosaurs.
But it's not okay to be racist, you primitive, sad fuck. That's the reason why your mother stopped talking to you, and you have no friends.
Dinosaur cull. You are completing objectives faster.
Just remember, it's not the world's fault that you suck. It's your fault.
Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur cull mission.
Thank you so much for the rose. I do appreciate it.
Please wait. Summoning a Triceratops. Summoning raptors.
Alright, let's go after the Triceratops. Damn it, I missed it. I hit the wall. Oh shit! Well, that happened. Right now, I'm afraid. My friend, my number one advice is stop worrying about that. Remember, when it comes to being a parent, it's not about labels. It's about loving your children. That's all that matters. Number one thing is your perspective as a parent. You just need to look at these kids as your kids. And as you're their father. You're their parent. Not step-kid, not half-child, nothing. They're your kids. And as long as you continue to look at it that way, that's all that's going to matter. And you'll be just fine. Don't worry about this shit, that shit, Chris Kirkpatrick, because it hasn't even happened yet.
Objectives slower than the enemy team. Initiating dinosaur call mission.
Just focus on being you. And being as compassionate and as loving as you can be. And understand it. You got this, my friend. You do. It's not going to be easy. There's challenges ahead. It's going to be scary. It's going to be daunting. You're going to make mistakes. But you got this, my friend. You got this.
Summoning sniper neosaurs.
Yes. Step in. Step in and tell your friends that they need to shut up. Because that's disrespectful and they have no right to say anything. They're part of your family and you treat them as such. And if your friends can't see that, then they may not have been your friends at all.
Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next.
You put the law down like that.
Initiating dinosaur call.
Because that is how you find whether or not they're worth being around.
Summoning raptors. The enemy team has taken the lead. I will provide a trigger neosaur.
No, you shouldn't. You should step in and tell your friends to shut the hell up. They have no right to talk about your family that way.
Prioritize its defeat in order to gain the upper hand. Trigger neosaur's defeat.
Because that is what they are. They're your family.
Scores will determine the strength of the upgraded dinosaurs attacking the enemy team.
Even if they're your friends from high school. If they're your friends from high school, if they're really your friends, then they'll understand. And if they're gonna say some shit about it, then it's time to mature and move on. People come and go. It's your choice about what you're willing to let stay. Just because they've been around doesn't mean they deserve to stay. What matters is, what are your priorities? Because like I said, you're their kids. They're your kids. They're your kids. They're your family. What's more important? Because friends are family. And if they're your family, they shouldn't be bad-mouthing your kids. Let them see it like that.
Return now or receive a forced.
Like I said, you don't have to cut ties with them, but you do have to say something and explain to them. And it's only when they're not willing to respect your boundaries that you cut ties and you tell them to fuck off.
Summoning raptors.
That's fine. You have businesses with them, but you don't have to let them... Okay, having a business does not mean that you let them hold you hostage emotionally or mentally. That is a different aspect. And that is manipulation that you do not deserve to take. If you have a business with them, that doesn't mean that you allow them to badmouth your family or disrespect you. That doesn't mean shit. Business is business. Respect is respect. You can have a business with them, and you don't have to be their friend, if that's the way they want to be.
You will now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel.
But this is also just my advice to you. You don't have to follow it. Remember, you're your own person. I'm only giving you what I would do. But you have to make that decision ultimately yourself. This is your life. I'm not going to tell you, you can't do this or that, because I can't tell you that. I'm just letting you know what I would do. Remember, business is business, friendship is friendship. And if they don't want to respect you as a friend, then they need to respect you as a business person and keep the talk to business, if that's what they want to do. But they still do not have the right to badmouth your family. And you do not have to be privy to it, you don't have to listen to it, and nor do you have to sit there and take it. Nothing that anybody has ever done in your life gives them the privilege to sit there and just disrespect you and not allow you to walk away.
Summon raptors.
Because it's your life. You choose who you keep in your life and who you don't. And if people don't want to respect those boundaries, fuck them. They don't need to be in your life if they're not going to respect that. And that's fine. Like I said, once again, that's fine. But I want you to consider this. To be able to tell them that even if they're going to be a regular part of your life, you're not going to allow them to disrespect the people you love. And what's your problem, Faja? What's your problem, Nostalgic Nerd? I'm Faja. Oh god, I died again. My wife and his wife are not that close either. And that's fine. Like I said, y'all don't have to be friends. Y'all just need to be acquaintances and business people. You can leave it at that. But you don't need to be privy to their disrespect of your family. You don't. Hell, you can just be surface level friends if that's what they want to be, if that's how they're going to act. But like I said, I ultimately say it's ultimately your decision. It's your life. The best I can tell you is what I would do. You know, I'm a person that has gotten to a point in my life where I no longer have excuses to be anyone else but myself. I no longer have the patience or excuses to be someone's safety zone because they want someone to be comfortable around while I have to compromise who I am. I need to finish the second half of the episode, but I have a headache. Take care of yourself before you do your work. Because if you don't, you take care of yourself, you're just going to start hating the work that you do, Nostalgic Nerd Out. Take an aspirin, take a nap, lay down, drink some water, and relax a little bit. And if you feel a little better, then start working on the editing. But don't push yourself if you're not feeling good. You're just going to be frustrated, and you're not going to do your best work. And you know that. You know that better than I know that. And, you know, Bonjourman, that's what I stream for. I stream to allow people to be able to at least just talk and open up. Because we all need to be able to do that sometimes. From a lack of caffeine, we'll go get an energy drink and or a cup of coffee. And I would be down for a beer, my friend. I'm down for a beer. As long as it's not an IPA. I hate to say it, like if you're a fan of IPAs, y'all do them, but I'm not a big fan of IPAs. It's that piney aftertaste that really gets to me, that hoppiness. But I'm down for a good beer. I like Heffenweiser, personally, you know. A wheat beer. Gonna go grab a soda. but I am trying to give it up. You know, you could also try doing the wind down method and using tea as your wind down and starting to, you know, going from black tea to a green tea to a white tea, eventually to an herbal tea, which will help you with that whole caffeine withdrawal. I despise IPAs. You're a Stella guy? Right on. Stella Artois. Nice. That is a good one. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't do IPAs. I don't like beer. Because I am not a bunny. I don't do the hops. I get you. I get you. Oh god, no, I can't stand tea. Okay. I was just trying to give you some kind of method. You do, they also do have caffeinated per percentage coffee that allows you to do a step down method with coffee as well. If you don't like coffee though, then you're kind of SOL. Because they don't have that with energy drinks. You gave up caffeine cold after learning it makes me much more tired in the long run. I'll get there eventually, where I'll be able to give up coffee. There's only one thing I probably won't ever be able to give up, and that's palm trees. And that's because I just don't want to do the horizontal and vertical funky chicken dance. I really don't. And so far, I have yet to find a Caesar medication that doesn't zombify me. They all have a very similar after effect on me, and I really don't like them. It's almost like taking too much Ritalin. You're just kind of zombied.
Preparing for next mission.
Behold, the best exo-fighters in this war game.
Thank you so much, Benjamin. I really do appreciate it. Now, I do hate to say it, this is the time in which I am going to be ending this particular stream. There is a good chance that I'll be streaming later on tonight, but also do please check out my YouTube because I am posting things daily. I'm trying to get my YouTube monetized, and I am going to be posting today the very first episode of my brand new series, Zombie Hunter, which uses 7 Days to Die as the scenery. But either way, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much for that gift. I really do appreciate y'all, but I do gotta get going. And I'll see everybody again, if not tonight, later on tomorrow. Bye-bye. Not because I hate y'all, but I have to get a couple of things done. I love y'all. Like I said, I'll be on again later. Tonight, maybe. I'll see. Either way, I love y'all, and I'll be again. If anything, I'll be on again tomorrow, okay? Bye. And I appreciate the gifts here on TikTok. Thank you so much.